Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Peoples, let's talk real quick. We're going to try to make this a 15-minute live stream. If so, I did send it yesterday. I drunk a lot, but I was going to come in late time, so I was Gucci. Okay, we're starting. Management, guys. Manager, being a manager, it comes with its territories, and it's not for everybody, guys. Not for everybody. What I mean by that is there's a couple of people I know that were in the dang field of management, going into management because of the money. And you're going to hear me say that so many times right now. Do not go to that position if you're in for the money. I promise you, you can make more money somewhere else with probably less stress, guys. I myself am a manager, and I attested to not to be one. I didn't want to be a manager. I really didn't. I said, I don't want to be a manager because it's so stressful, and it's too much. No, I can't. I put myself on a boundary for at least maybe about 7, 8 years. And my long story short, I said this a long time ago. I had a position at Academy where it was a what the heck is the name of that of the person? Because I've been in automotive, so I said service advisor, manager, and stuff. So let me see. I guess assistant manager. There's another term for it in that area. But I was applied to be a assistant manager in apparel at that time. And some other girl applied too, and bam, she got it. But I was there longer than her. I was so mad. I was like, bro, she barely even knows the system. I want to be manager. I want to know. I want to be there. I want to do that. And then came to realization after I realized, you know what? I am nowhere near a manager. Nowhere near a manager. Because it says, look, I'm just going because of the money. I was going because of the money. So I get why people do that. But we got to have folks out here like me telling people, don't do it for the money. Do it because you're ready. Go into the field because you're ready. And at that time, I even said to myself, no, I don't want to. And then as time went on and on and on, I started realizing that, no, that's too much stress. I want to keep myself stress-free. I kept myself stress-free and looking young as heck for a very long time. And then I had one job that kind of turned it all over. I turned it over, and I only worked for that company for, I think maybe a week. The reason why I turned it over is because I personally hated to get stomped over. I knew I was a dominant one. So what did I do? I always played dominance. I feel like I could be more of a leader and a management. I felt more confident than ever in myself. I said, you know what? I don't need all this. I don't need people telling me what to do. I mean, there's going to be a time where I'm going to have to downgrade later in the future. But, maybe in the future, I have no idea what the future has. If I got to downgrade, I'll downgrade, I'm not afraid to downgrade. People get into this position thinking, oh, well, I do it for the money. So long term short, I applied for a position of a manager position, but I applied just because if they needed someone else, I could do so. So I got the position because of my knowledge about the cars, my experience about cars. Nowhere near did they give me any, oh, how have you ever been a manager before and stuff like that. Never did they ask me in the interview at all. All they asked me about cars, car parts, if what I knew what this was, what I knew what that was, and then bam, I got in as being a manager. Now, mind you, I have no manager experience behind my back. I have things of running things like running a shop, closing down a shop, opening a shop. You know, I have that experience, but not being that top manager. You know, I have my own keys to my own shop, so basically not manager position, but just doing all manager things because at that time at that company it was like you gotta know everything just in case someone is sick. But yeah, when you call out sick, nobody. That's another story. So, anyways, I met today a guy at my new area. I met him, and he was in a different type of shirt. They do shirt systems to identify a manager and non-manager. So the shirt systems, let's just say blue. I'm gonna go for blue. So the blue shirts are the regular Joes. The yellow shirts are the managers. So the yellow shirts are the managers. The blue shirts are the regular, the regular employees. So I had my yellow shirt on, and he had his blue shirt. And then the manager was, going over with us how the place works and everything. And I said, "Oh, okay." So he's training to be a manager, and he was really upset. He's like, "Wait a minute, why are you training her? She's a manager." I said, "Please don't do it like a customer did. A customer did the same damn thing. Literally, they did the same thing. Two customers, in fact. I was in the front, and they're like, aren't you a manager? Don't you even know anything? How do you be a manager?" And I don't understand. And like, so far, two customers had told me that. They, wait a minute, you're a manager? And you even do know this? And it's just like, oh boy, don't. So he started it first. He's like, wait a minute, why are you training her? She's the manager. And he's like, well, we're training. I'm a manager in training, basically. And so he didn't get that because he was aggravated why he couldn't be a manager right now. Like he wants a position now. And his dyslexicness, I'm telling you, he's really like he wanders off. He be on his phone a lot. And we were conversating. The manager was telling us what to do and give his comprehension, like of skills. Did we comprehend what she said, and what do we do? To figure out if they paid attention or not. He was like, oh no. And so I'm like, wait a minute. How do you want to be, like, in my head, how do you want to be a manager? And you don't even know all this stuff. You don't even pay attention, first of all. To be a manager, and again, it's not for everybody. To me, to be a manager, you have to have understanding skills, pay attention skills. You gotta be willing to learn all the background. You can't just go throw yourself into this position. So then we were counting money. We were going into counting money. That's that guy. It's not morning time. So we were going to counting money, and I started counting my money. I swear I want to take his. So we started counting money, and then he's all like, "Yeah, I know how to do that. I've done that." And then the other lady was like, "Would you shush? Like every time we say to do this, all you want to do is comprehend to say, oh, I've done that before, and then when it comes to reality check, you don't want to come. I don't understand." And then it was all over the place. So I'm at 10 minutes right now. So on the long story short, this guy, I asked him, I said, at first he was trying to ask me, he's like, so how, and I said, so why do you want to become a manager? He's like, let me ask you first. I was like, huh? Like, say what? I was on the verge, because I got y'all know I'm top dog. So I say, why do you want to become a manager? And then he's like, wait, let me ask you first. And I'm like, wait, what? How childish? How freaking childish did he sound right there? Was just so bad. And my preference, I was like, no. If it was up to me, you would not be a manager because you are not ready. And he's like, I told him a little bit of history of mine, and I said I've been a manager for about a month and a half. And then I said, how long you been here? And he's like, about 2 years, and I still haven't become a manager, and I'm very annoyed that I can't become a manager. And I'm like, okay. And when he's talking, he sounds like he has mental problems in his head. The other type of mental problems. And I know we can't, how do you say, discriminate like that? But I could say any person with that mental problems and that mentality I say no, don't give them the job. So I told him, oh, so you've been here for 2 years and you still haven't got the position? No, because they keep passing me up. They keep hiring people like you. Like, holy camole, you ain't got no experience. How the heck did you even get in here? I'm like, hold up. So I understand. Do you not understand about keeping your cool? Like when a customer goes all up in your grill, right? What do you have to do? You're not gonna punch them in the face. You gotta keep it cool. You gotta say, ma'am, sir, or don't even say ma'am or sir these days, but just say, excuse me, could you calm down? No cursing. Excuse me. You play it professional. The way he was saying to me was very unprofessional. And then I told him, I said, why do you want to become a manager? I kept telling myself, please stop going around my subject. Why do you want to become a manager? For the money. I was like, I'm going to cut you off right there. Do not become a manager for the money. And I told him, I said, didn't you hear me back there? I said, do not come for this position for the money. Come for the strengthness. Come for the team leadership. That's what the people need in these days. Don't go for money. Guys, y'all doing each other dirty these days because of, oh, I want to make money. I want to make money. I want to make money. It's not about the money, guys. It's not about the money. You need to go into the management position because you called yourself a leader. You called yourself a person that knows the system. You called yourself smart, acknowledgeable. You called yourself great things. You call yourself bad things too, because bad things, positive and negative, you push them together, make a great boundary for yourself. And I started talking to him. He started leaning away. I said, look, I'm not trying to tell you where you should go or should not go, but I believe that you're not ready. You strictly are not ready to become a management. I mean, I could see it right through you right now. Like, you're very unprofessional. And I straight up told him that. Because he was not being professional. The way he talks is not professional. The way he does things is not professional. He mentioned stuff out loud, which, sometimes you can keep your opinions to yourself. Sometimes things are better left unsaid than anything else. I call myself in management. I went through every single freaking bohona stuff in this whole world so I could become a stronger person to become a manager. I didn't know I was gonna. I didn't even want to do it. You know what life brought me? Management position. And how did I find out I was going to become a manager? Because of my strength, my leadership, my goals, my strength, my leadership. Nothing about money. I don't care. Nothing about money. I want you to keep that consideration with y'all. Management is not for everybody. Comes with its territories. Don't go for manager position for the money. And I'll see you the next one. Peace.